guys.
Hello, hi.
Welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell, today I'm not alone. This is Didi. I'm going to let her introduce herself just in case you don't know her.
Yeah, so hi guys, I'm Didi and I do like fashion, lifestyle, travel, uni life kind of like vlogs and videos, and I also kind of do like beauty, so I'm doing a little bit of everything. And I also am a blogger, and my blog is sincerelydidi.com, but it's mostly like a fashion blog. But yeah, make sure you check out my channel as well. It's called Sincerely Didi. I'm sure she'll like put it on the screen somewhere over there.
I'll put it
so
on
that
the
you guys
screen.
can check it out.
Or leave it in the description box. So today's video is a little different
from what I usually
do. I am trying to be more intentional with my content, so you're going to see my content switch up a bit, but I'm still going to do the usual fashion, hair, beauty, lifestyle videos. But I believe that everyone has a story, and I really I love hearing people's stories. I love to ask questions, and I love learning from people. We had a conversation in a washroom.
Oh yeah.
And
oh my
God,
god,
we had a conversation in a washroom, and I feel like washroom conversations
are the best.
So I really resonated with her story. So
my mental health story.
Her mental health story. You guys know that mental health for me is something that I'm very passionate about. So yeah, so she's here today to let us know a little bit more about her story, and I hope that her story inspires someone to just keep pushing. So Didi last year, last year she was diagnosed with schizophrenia. I have learned a lot about schizophrenia from school because I'm doing psychology, my master's in psychology, and even in my undergrad I did a class where we learned about it. But just meeting someone who's actually been diagnosed and gone through it and overcome it was really like mind-blowing to me, and I was like, you know what, I need to have her on my channel so she can tell us more about it. So do you want to start and tell us
what exactly it's about? So basically you have hallucinations, delusions, distorted thinking, distorted speech, repeating the same things over and over, and feeling of like someone is watching you, or you can't like be around people because you get like panic attacks and it's anxiety. And then sometimes you even like not even sometimes you lose touch with reality, so you feel like you're in a different world where no one can understand what you're saying but yourself. So the people who are there for you wouldn't like be able to explain what's happening because they are also not sure of what's happening. So basically I got schizophrenia around last year in April, and for me it happened because of past traumatic experiences. I just came from a breakup which was really terrible. It affected me so much because I had put in so much effort and love, and like I gave it my all, and then all of a sudden I know it just came tumbling down for me. And I think it affected me that much because I was so invested. And then it also came about because of like the type of person I am. I'm used to like giving out love, sharing, being around people, meeting new people, going out, that kind of thing. And then I would consume so much from people, but I wouldn't like have time for myself. So basically it's like I put other people,
I relate so
it's like I put other people before me, and that's actually not good. So basically for me it happened in April, and I had gone to see like my granddad in hospital. He was very ill at the time. So I think seeing him in that state was very traumatic for me, because you know like when you just see someone you love and then they're just like lifeless, like everything.
So it was the thing that triggered
and the breakup.
So for a lot of mental disorders there's usually a trigger. You have triggers basically. You have things that trigger you
to go into that state. So basically now after that I came back to Nairobi, and then after that I was just always just feeling low, feeling sad about it, and then I would start hallucinating. I'm thinking of things that aren't even there. And then the one thing that actually made my mom and my brother wonder was the fact that I was downstairs and then now my mom is trying to talk to me, but then the way I'm talking to her, it's like she can't understand what I'm saying. It's like I was just rambling and saying things that no one could understand what I'm saying. And then after that I couldn't sleep at all. I was afraid of if I sleep I'm gonna die, like, so I wasn't sleeping for 3 days straight. I couldn't sleep. And then now my brother was like, "Hey, there's actually something wrong." So they took me to the clinic. They gave me sleeping pills, but the sleeping pills didn't work. So now when that night, now when I tried to sleep, I had a very terrible nightmare. I don't remember what it was exactly, but I was screaming at night. And then now my mom came. She's overwhelmed. She's crying. She's asking me what's wrong with me. I'm just like, don't worry, it's a play in school, there are cameras everywhere. So she's wondering, what do you mean? And then after that, it's like I snapped back, and then I'm like, oh, what's happening? Oh, you guys like this, what's going on? And then my brother got so frustrated, he banged the mirror, it broke, because I was trying to cancel. Every time he's calling the ride for us to go to get checked to the hospital, I kept on cancelling the ride. That's so he got frustrated. And then after I was taken to Nairobi South Hospital in South Sea, that's where we live, but then the doctor there said I need psychiatric help, so I was taken to Karen Hospital. But then now the bad thing about Karen Hospital, they weren't dealing with what I have. They were trying to bring out other issues, surgery, pregnancy, CTI, MRI, all sorts of tests. It was
which I think all hospitals in Kenya
especially the private ones, and they actually, I've had many people saying sometimes in Karen Hospital people get misdiagnosed. So now I think I was now confused, like, where am I? I woke up in the middle of the night, I'm like, where am I? So I'm starting to wander, walking around, and then I think I saw like two, at the time I wasn't comfortable being around men, so I saw these two doctors coming towards me. So I was like, where am I? What's going on? And then now they were trying to like take me back to go and sleep, but I was now fighting them because I was scared. I was thinking I'm gonna get like attacked or something. So I was screaming. There was even like a camera there, so my parents even watched the video. They were like, oh my gosh, what? It was crazy. Sister, my ex actually told my sister, you need to take her to Chiromolin Medical Center, because that's where
I know
mental health, it's a good mental health hospital. So basically when I was there, I actually do not remember anything when I was there. I was just in a bad state. I lost so much weight within like a week, I just deteriorated. I was not eating, I couldn't shower, I couldn't do anything. My sister used to come and wash me. Like I was like gone, like I was like detached. I was detached. I was just having bad dreams in the night, in the day, like I wasn't living in reality. And then now I was given ECT, that's electroconvulsive therapy. So they shock your mind with electric current so that they can bring you back, because I was so far gone. So they did 5 sessions.
So basically just
like try and
reconstruct your brain
to come back to normal. And after that I started my medication, and then I used to go for counseling at the center, and then things just started coming back slowly. So I realized that I need to actually take care of my mental health, because I can't be able to, I need to be selfish with myself, like it's not all the time I give and I'm not getting the same love back, or I'm not getting the same effort
left for you.
So that's what was happening to me. Like that was what was like part of the trigger. And then now when I went back,
no, sorry.
Okay, just
no. I was asking. So, what is your current situation? Like, are you still on medication?
Yes.
Are you still doing therapy?
Yeah, I usually have pills. I have morning pills and evening pills, but the evening pills are so terrible, so you can't take them in the day.
I was actually going to ask you, because I know you're spiritual, so I need to ask. Did that have any role to play towards your recovery, or did it just, because I know a lot of people who are spiritual, or even not that spiritual, when you go through traumatizing events in your life, you start to ask God questions and get angry at
why did that happen to me?
Did that happen to you?
Yes, it did at a point, because I was wondering, like I felt like I lost everything, because I lost touch with myself, with reality, with everything. So it was really hard for me. But then the best thing about it is that when I was actually also talking about God, like during all those times I was mumbling and everything, like I just kept on repeating the same things over and over again. It's like I was like giving my mom, like, Mom, I need you to do this and this and this and this. My brother Gift, you need to do this and this. My best friend, you need to, like, it was like I felt like I was going to die. So it's like I was saying my goodbyes to people. So basically that's what happened. So now after that I started taking my meds, and then at a point I kind of was almost going into depression, because I was feeling so bad about everything. I'm not in school, I can't blog, I can't work, I can't do anything. I'm just there.
Well, I know that these mental disorders are usually, so the term we use in school is comorbid. So they usually, if you have one, the possibility of you getting another one is usually very high. So
like you can have a relapse.
So let's say if you have depression, the risk of you getting anxiety, which is also another disorder, is very high. So if you have schizophrenia, the risk of you getting
some people are even like schizophrenic and bipolar,
yeah,
and still they have depression.
Exactly, it's comorbid. So there's if you can't just have one. There are people who have one and it's fine, but then there are others who develop others,
as a
result
on.
of the first one that arise.
I came back from hospital, I still had issues with like talking well, or I would want to say something and then it goes like I start by the way, you know, then you go blank, and then you get so frustrated because you don't know what you want to say, and then like you're also getting pressure from other people, and then everyone is asking you what's wrong, and yourself you don't even understand what's going on. So it was really hard for me. I felt so terrible, but then I realized that maybe this is my chance to like even speak up about this and like help people who are going through the same thing. So that's when I joined the Paint the Run Kenya. It's an initiative by Diane. She's the the leader of the
founder.
So it's a mental health awareness group where like different people who have different types of mental disorders come together, share their stories, do self-care challenges, talk to people about it, and like at the same time we are having fun, you get. So we get to bond with other people, talk to other people, be able to learn other people's stories, and just like try and help each other. So for me, I feel like it was necessary for me to go through that so that I can get where I am today, because without that I would have just been in that bubble where like I'm just not okay with
everything.
And I can't stand up for myself because I would be afraid. Like even confrontations, I'm not that type of person. It's hard for me to like start arguing with someone, and I would rather just keep quiet, go cry, write in my journal, and be okay. And then another thing that helped me was actually journaling, and I was also listening to a lot of motivational stuff. So I'd wake up in the morning, I put on Didi, I listen, I take notes, I repeat the same thing so that I can be able to even like make my mind be able to understand, because I was having problems with reading. If I read, I'm not understanding. If I try and write, my handwriting is not the same. Like it was like learning all over again.
One of my biggest takeaways from this conversation was the fact that you highlighted that you did prayer and medication plus therapy, because I think a lot of spiritual people, Christians or even Muslims, I'm not sure, but I can't speak about Islam because I'm not Muslim, they say okay, let's just pray about it, but then they don't seek anything else after that. And I believe that, you know, God has empowered these people who are doctors, psychologists, psychiatrists, you know, to
be able to diagnose,
to be able
to treat people,
to treat people, because why wouldn't why would they exist if it's not God who wanted them to do this? So I do believe in the power of prayer, but I believe that if the resources and all these things are there, then you know, you'll go for it. Exactly. And then I also my other big takeaway is just your family and how they handled it, because a lot of parents especially are very rigid when it comes to mental health.
Because the first time even my aunties are like, no, don't take her there, her reputation is gonna go bad. But my parents are like, no, this is my daughter, we have to give her the right help.
The stigma that surrounds mental health, especially with the older generation, is so
they just think
bad.
Oh, she was using drugs,
or
they always say it's
drugs, or it's the devil, or it's something, you know. So I'm just so grateful that your parents were able to be there for you.
I know, and just, my mom and
like,
my dad and my brother, my sister, my friends, just amazing.
Okay, so I think that's it for this video. Do you have any like last words or anything you want to say?
I'm also very like happy that we've come together and talked about this, because it's something that's very close to my heart. It's changed me and it's made me the person I am today. So I'm really grateful for that.
And I'm happy that you came, and welcome to the couch. You're welcome in. I'm calling this series the couch series. You know, like the bench, but the couch. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. I'll leave everything, all of Didi's information
on the screen or in the description box, so you guys can check it out.
Bye.